Hey guys, welcome back again. I'm Laura Williams. I'm the founder of Girls Gone Sporty, and I am an expert in exercise and fitness legitimately. And I am here to do another installment of our jump rope tutorial. Now, if you're unfamiliar with what the jump rope tutorial is, you can go to girlsgonesporty.com. It is the first article under fitness, and basically what I'm doing, I'm a big jump roper. I enjoy it. It's a high intensity exercise, but it requires less impact than running does. So I enjoy it, and I can also mix up Tabatas and other interval training workouts and mix up the types of jumps, and I feel like a workout goes really fast when I do jump rope. I always get questions about it, like, how'd you learn to jump like that? And I could never do that, and I'm here to say everyone can be an effective jumper, but it does take practice and time. So this jump rope tutorial is taking you from the very basics and is slowly adding on. So if you go to girlsgonesporty.com and access that article, that's the first article under fitness, you'll be introduced to the workouts. It's 14 days worth of workouts, and you'll get to see what we've been doing so far and what we're doing today and what we're doing coming up. So today we are introducing new jumps. So we're going to continue practicing the hops and skips that we've already done, and then we'll be doing additional jumps on top of that. And guys, I do want to say thank you for tuning in. I do see comments coming in and love and hearts, and that's amazing. I really appreciate it, and any shares you give and any follows. I love all of that. I love having you here and seeing you, but I'm in the sun and it's super bright and I can't actually read your comments. So do know that I will take a couple seconds after this is over. So if you have questions or comments at the end, by all means hold them for then when I go inside and can actually see. But I'm going to go ahead and introduce you to what we're doing today. We'll be doing 100 combo of hops and skips. So that is 10 hops, 10 skips, 10 hops, 10 skips. You're just trying to make it to 100, and the goal is to hit each 10 in a row. So if after 10 hops you want to take a break, reset, and then do 10 skips, that's completely fine. Or if you're skilled enough, you can continue alternating between hops and skips until you hit that 100 mark. Once that's done, we're learning new skills. So we'll be doing single leg hops today, we'll be doing scissor hops today, and we'll be doing crisscross jumps. So I'm going to quickly demonstrate those without the rope. So I've got my rope here. But the single leg hops is just what it sounds like. So you're going to go on one leg and you're going to hop. And we'll be doing 10 of those. You don't have to get any number in a row, so you can do one and stop and try to reset, and then another. Just try to keep going if you can. And then you'll be doing single leg hops on the opposite leg. So same idea, right? Single leg hops. Then you'll be doing scissor hops. So scissor hops are kind of what they sound like. So one leg is out front, the other is in the back, and you're going to be scissoring them back and forth. So if you're from the side, it looks like that. All right, you'll be scissoring your legs. And then the last skill we'll be doing are crisscross legs. This is a little challenging. So starting in the center, you'll hop your legs out, then you'll hop them across each other with the right leg in front, hop them out and across each other with the left leg in front. Again, each of those, both the scissor hops and the cross leg jumps, you're going to be trying to make a total of 10 for that time period. So it doesn't matter if you mess up. It doesn't matter, if you can only do one at a time. The point is to get to 10. Then we'll be cycling through the whole series 2 more times. So what we're doing now, learning new skills, taking it slow, and trying to get the hang of the movement. So I'm going to go ahead and get us started. And remember, we're starting with that 100 total hops, alternating between skips and 2-foot hops for every 10. So 50 of each. If I'm ready, go ahead and grab your rope. Get in position. We're going to start with 10 hops and then switch to 10 skips. So go ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 20. 30. 40. 50. 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. All right, we're gonna take a quick break, and you can take as long as you need getting to 100. I don't expect you all to be able to just run through them real quick like that. So again, this is all practice. It's all skill development. It takes time, especially switching between the two. So you can take breaks between hops and skips if you need them. Now I'm going to show the 10 right-legged hops. And again, single leg hops, they're trickier. They're gonna really engage that calf muscle on the one side. So that's why we're only doing 10. I don't want you to overdo things here. Aim for 10 in whatever increments you can get, whether that's 2, 3, 1, whatever it is, just get to 10 on the right side, which I realize is reversed for you. So if you wanna mimic me, start with your left side. All right. That's 10. Real quick and easy if you've got the skill to hit 10 in a row, right? So we're going to switch to the opposite leg, left leg hops. So I tend to start with my opposite leg already lifted off the ground when I start my hops. So I'm ready and in position on that one leg. I've got my one leg kind of balanced and centered so that I've got my center of gravity correct. Because if you try to start from here and then you're leaning over, it's going to be more difficult. So you may want to go ahead and place that foot in between your hips, lift the opposite leg up, get your balance and get ready, and then you can start your jumps. So there's 10. Nice and simple again. You're just getting to 10, whatever that takes. Next up are those 10 scissor hops. Okay, so again, all you're doing, for this one you do need to start with your feet together in a normal jump rope position. As you start swinging that rope over your head, that's when you first jump your legs forward, okay? So as it's coming around, so when you're not actually getting your legs into the scissor position until you're up in the air and that rope is about to cross under your legs. So it's while it's crossing under that you hop into that first scissor position. And then as it's coming up and over you again, you're crossing your legs in the air to the second scissor position so that the rope is going under your legs as you're still in the air. So your legs are actually kind of together when the rope crosses under because they're in the middle of the scissor switch, if that makes sense. So all you're trying to do is 10 of these where you're switching the position of your feet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again, take as long as you need. Skill development is tough. It's going to require more brain power, and your brain is actually going crazy firing and learning new skills, which means when you're learning a new skill, and it's one of the reasons why I'm a huge advocate for sports, I'm a huge advocate for getting out there and trying new things, even if they're hard and you feel stupid doing them, is that your brain grows, and the energy requirement it takes for your brain to create new neural pathways is high. So you can actually burn a lot of calories. That's not the only reason why I advocate for it, but it's actually really healthful and beneficial for you from a whole body standpoint to try new things, new skills. All right, so those were the scissor jumps. I trust you've made it to 10. Now we've got our crisscross hops. So it's going to be kind of like the scissor jumps, where you're twisting the rope, and as it's going over your head, and as you're timing it to come under your feet, you hop your legs out, right? So right as it crosses under your feet, your legs are going externally, so it crosses under as your legs are moving. Then again, as it crosses over, you start to hop up in the air. You cross one leg over the other, and as you're up in the air and your legs are kind of in that center position, that's when the rope crosses under you. So we're gonna do 10 total here. Again, take as long as you need, and if you want to just practice first without a rope at all, that's fine, but try to get your arms moving so you can try to figure out how that would work in terms of timing. And then just one at a time. If you want to just hop up, 1, reset from this position, hop up, 2. That's completely fine. So I'm going to go ahead and run through the 10, but you take it at your pace and what you need to develop the skill. And that was 10. So I'm going to run through the next 2 sets quicker. So we're going to do 100 hops and skips again, alternating every 10. And then we're going to do those 10 right leg hops, 10 left leg hops, 10 scissor jumps, and 10 crisscross jumps. All right, so it's going to go faster. You're going to see what it looks like faster. And then I'm going to take a break, and then I'll do the final set. You do it at your pace and at your timing, but I'm going to go ahead and run through it relatively quickly. So 10 skips, 10 hops, alternating every 10 to 100. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 10, 10, 10. So that is the series in full speed without pausing. We've got one more set. You can take as much time and as many pauses and or mess ups as you need to run through the full set. And if you're confused about what we're doing, go to girlsgonesporty.com. First article under fitness. It's got the 14-day workup. We're on day 6. So just go to day 6 and you can follow along from there. All right, one more set. I'm going to slow this down a little bit more this time. So I'll do the 100, I'll stop, and I'll remind you what the next ones are. I just wanted you to see it at full speed. All right, so last 1 to 100, alternating every 10, hops and skips. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So that was the first group. Next up is 10 right-legged hops and then 10 left-legged hops. At your pace, just making sure you get to 10, one way or the other. 10. 10. Next up, those scissor hops. So again, forward and back and just switching, right? So all you have to do is get to 10. Small goals that add up big. 10. That's all that was. Last one from the last set are those crisscross legs. Okay? Very simple, but tricky with the jump rope. So take your time. Again, break it down one hop at a time if you need to. Ready? And 10. That is it for today's workout. I'm gonna take the tripod down and take you guys inside. So if you have any questions, now is the time to ask. And I know this was longer, so I probably lost some of you guys, which I understand. Okay, heading inside so I can see. All right, yes. So if there are any questions now, feel free to ask. I know not many of you are still here with me because it was a longer tutorial. I'll hang tight for a few minutes. If you feel like you're getting something out of this, if you're enjoying it, please, I would love you to share it with your followers and your friends. You can do that by swiping right on iOS or swiping, I believe it's up, on Android. And just clicking share. You can share it either on Twitter or on Periscope, but I would greatly appreciate it. I will go ahead and sign off here shortly. Remember, you can find all of these tutorials on girlsgonesporty.com. So head over there if you want the actual written version, or if you need to go back and try some of the workouts again or see what's coming up. And also remember, if you subscribe, you'll get notifications when I do my 1-minute workouts. Those are those 1-minute random workouts that happen at any time of the day, just to encourage and motivate you to get up off your seat and active, because there's way too much sedentary activity going on. Thanks again for tuning in. I so appreciate you guys, and I will see you back later today. Gosh dang it. It never stops for me.